Hello beautiful kings and queens, how are you all doing today? So I am finally getting around to doing this video, and it is a foundation review of the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra 24-hour wear makeup. So I've been using this foundation for a long time, like I want to say about a year, and I've recently got the new bottle because my old one was running out, and I actually hauled it. So if you want to see that haul, I will leave the link to that video in the description box down below so you can see the other goodies that I picked up. And so yeah, I've decided that I finally wanted to film this review video because I find review videos, especially when it comes to foundations, super helpful, because I always buy my foundations online because in store the colors, I don't know, the lighting is just always off and it always end up giving me the wrong shade, so I just prefer to choose my own shade. So I typically go on YouTube to find, you know, reviews of people that are similar to my skin tone so I can kind of gauge what colour I want to go for. The only thing is that the colours, like the colour named in the UK or in Europe, I think are different to the colour names in the US. So that's the only reason, not the only reason, but one of the main reasons why I wanted to film this video, for those of you who kind of want to know your shade, because I do get quite a few comments. But before I get into this review, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can get notified when I next upload. And my Instagram and Snapchat will be up here, so feel free to follow me. And yeah, I can say all the products used, but there's only one product going to be mentioned in this video. But if you have any video requests, feel free to comment that down below as well. And excuse if I sound congested, but I've got a cold in the summer, I know. But yeah, I'm going to get straight into this review video. If I miss out anything, because I didn't really plan this video, I'm kind of just going to go off on one, hopefully for not too long. So if I miss any few pointers out or anything, just comment that down below and I will be sure to reply back to you guys. So I can't breathe. Okay, so yeah, so like I said, I will be reviewing the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra 24-hour wear makeup. I have two, well actually it's a lie, I have three bottles. So I have a really dark shade, which I'm obviously not going to talk about, but I use this to contour, I actually use it to contour my face today. And then I have my actual shade, what I think is my actual shade. So the shade I have is shade 11 Muscade, and this is the new packaging that they just released. So this one on my left is the new one that they've just released, and then this is the old packaging. So it's still the glass you know, bottle, but the only difference, it has this gold top. This one is more like a clear top, which got quite dirty actually. So this being black means that the foundation, so this top being black means that the foundation won't get all like messed up in there and doesn't look disgusting like this one, as you can see, because it is a clear top. So that's the only really difference, is the top of the bottle, but the actual foundation pretty much is the exact same thing. Comes with a pump, which is great because I can't stand foundations that don't come with a pump, because you end up using a lot more product than you need to. So that's it for the packaging, and obviously in the back it has the shade and a bunch of information. So yeah, this is the foundation. So what I did for a demo, on the left side of my face, my left, I put the older packaging, and then on the right side of my face I put on the newer packaging foundation. So to be honest, I didn't really see a difference. I know that sometimes when companies relaunch a product and the shade names are the same, sometimes the shades can be slightly differ, but in this case they are exact same shade. So if you already own the foundation and you want to get the new, and you want to repurchase it, it's the exact same shade, so don't worry about that. So first things first, this is an oil-free foundation. It is a velvet matte finish, which is perfect for me. So I have oily to combination skin, which I mentioned quite a lot on my channel. The oil is crazy and I'm doing everything I can to stop the oils kind of coming through. So I love the finish of this foundation. If you have more normal to dry skin, you can try the Teint Miracle, which I believe gives a more luminous finish. But if you're combination oily, particularly in the T-zone, you will definitely love to get the Teint Idole foundation. It It also has SPF 15. I don't really care for SPF. I know I should, but if you're a person that's all into SPF and you like your foundations to have SPF in it, this has SPF 15. For coverage, I would say this is a medium to, I wouldn't even say it's full coverage. I want to say medium coverage. I feel like it gives me the perfect coverage because I don't have particularly bad skin. It's not amazing, but I don't have like anything that I particularly need to cover up. So I feel like this foundation gives me the right amount of coverage. I literally just do maybe a pump, typically a pump and a half, but mostly one pump, and it covers my whole face, and it kind of just evens out my skin. I feel like it looks like my skin, but better. The one thing that I will say is that I find that when the shades start to get warmer, they start to lean towards being more orange. If you go onto the website, they have models for each shade, so you can kind of figure out what shade you are, and so it will tell you if the foundation is warm or cool. And I found that when the foundation is warm, which a lot of people have told me, it starts to lean towards the more orange. Muscade shade 11 is a warm foundation, but I feel like it adjusts well to my skin tone and it's not too bad. I didn't want to run the risk of getting shade 10, which I think is also a warm shade. I'm not sure. I think it is also a warm shade, but I didn't want it to start looking ashy, so 11 Muscade was kind of the best choice for me, because I feel like it adjusts perfectly to my skin tone. I also want to mention that they did increase their shade selection. I believe before, or at least in the UK, there were, I don't know how many foundations they had, foundation shades they had in total, but I believe it was under 20 shades, and now they have 40 shades, which is amazing. 40 shades, meaning that they are catering to pretty much everyone, so from fair to really beautiful deep ebony skin tone. So that is amazing. The only thing about having an extensive shade selection is that it can be quite difficult to find your shade because there's so many different shades to choose from, and on the website some of the shades kind of look the same, like 10 and 11 kind of look the same, but I'm pretty sure in person there must be some sort of difference. But if you're buying the shade, the foundation online, I would just, you know, it is difficult to pick your shade, but I rather have difficulty picking a shade than having no shade at all for my skin tone. Price, I don't think I've mentioned the price. It is £31.50, and in the US it is $47 in Sephora, $31.50 on the Boots website. So it is quite an expensive foundation, but do I think it's worth it? Absolutely. This is the best foundation I have ever come across. Like, I've been using this foundation for a very long time, and it's the foundation I always run to. It's the foundation that I get the most compliments on, and it's the foundation that doesn't look like I'm wearing foundation. It looks like my skin. It's not heavy, it's not thick, it's perfect. Perfect, absolutely perfect. I love this foundation. The only thing is that I feel like it has a scent, particularly the older one, but I don't think that even matters now because they've got the new ones, but it has a certain scent. It doesn't particularly bother me, and at first I thought it was my brushes, like from when I've been cleaning them, but I figured it is actually the foundation. So it does have a certain scent. So if you kind of have irritability, if you're irritable to certain scents, you may not like that, but it's not too overpowering. But I have noticed that it does have a certain scent. So overall, I want to give this foundation a 9.5 out of 10. This is an amazing foundation. If you have combination to oily skin, I would 110% recommend this. Also, I want to mention is that a lot of people always ask me, because they're trying to figure out what shade they are as well, and they always ask me like what I wear in MAC or Estee Lauder. I actually don't know, so yeah, I don't know. I don't wear MAC foundation. I've never worn a MAC foundation before, and I've never owned an Estee Lauder foundation, so I can't tell you that. And to be fair, all the foundations that I do own, they're not my shade. They're either too orange, too yellow, or just not the right shade for me. So this one I would say is the closest to my skin tone, other than the fact that it does lean towards the more kind of orangey side. So yeah, I think I've covered everything. I think this is a beautiful, oil-free, amazing foundation. Definitely recommend going and trying it out. I believe they do have samples. So go to your local Boots, Debenhams, Sephora, where else can you get this from? House of Fraser. I don't know if House of Fraser sells this. Probably House of Fraser, Harrods, all them places. Definitely just go try it out, see how it feels on your skin. But personally, I feel like this is the best foundation that I have ever tried. It's the foundation that I'm wearing obviously today. It's the foundation that I'm typically always wearing, and I think it looks amazing. So thumbs up for the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra 24-hour makeup. So yeah, I think that is the end of this review. I hope I've covered everything. Like I said, I didn't write anything down, so I'm kind of going off from the top of my head. So hopefully I haven't missed anything. But if you have any questions, you can obviously leave that down below. Also, I want to mention that I don't personally feel like there's a dupe that I have found, like a drugstore dupe. I was gonna say the L'Oreal True Match, but nah, it doesn't match up to this. So if you are in need of a foundation, you can't find one that's your skin tone, you can't find one that kind of helps with the oils, the Lancome one is the best. Also, there I thought I was ending the video and now I'm carrying talking. I just want to mention that I do pair this foundation with a primer, and the one that I have been using recently is the Lancome La Base Pro, which is also an amazing primer. I have done a first impression of this primer. I'm not sure if it's up. It should be up. If it is up, I will leave that video link in the description box down below. If it's not up, it should be up soon. So this Lancome La Base Pro along with the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra 24-hour makeup are the perfect combination, the perfect face makeup. So that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It has been long overdue, but finally I have got it up. So if there's any other foundation that you think I would like I said, I have oily combination skin, so if you think there's a foundation out there that is just as good as this foundation, comment that down below. I'm looking for medium coverage. I don't really like the full coverage because I don't feel like I necessarily need it, and I just don't like that heavy feeling. But yeah, if you know of a good foundation, let me know and I will try it out and hopefully film a first impression. So that is the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave video requests and all that great stuff. So I hope you guys all have an amazing day. Stay blessed, be blessed. Peace.